Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, YouTube. I will present myself. My name is Fabiola. I am 26 years old. I am from Tocantinópolis, Tocantins. I am an animal scientist and let me see. I work as quality control supervisor in an industry to animal food, and I am the host now on Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk is a platform for to practice your language that you want to learn, like English, French, Spanish, and other language too. It's not a class here; is a immersion. So don't worry, I am learning English too. I am not a teacher. uh, so be patient with me, please. And today we'll talk about the habit of reading. So that's it. Now you can present yourself. Can you start, please, Marcos?
Sure. So my name is Marcos. I'm 37 years old. I'm living in Rio de Janeiro, a small city too. And I'm married. I have two children, two girls and one boy. I work with logistics, more specifically supply chain, but I think very hard in make it translate to KA. I don't know yet, but I tendency that is confirmed, but I don't know the correct yet. And I'm talking to 2 months, and I can see some progress very good to me in my English because I study alone with YouTube, internet, and the app, and here is very good to me. I can talk here and other people.
Oh, nice. What about you, Emanuele?
I am 23 years old. I'm from countryside of São Paulo. I live with my boyfriend and my 4 cats. I usually work with digital products. I'm a junior person, so I want to practice more my English with these conversations because I feel like I don't know all the words or expressions, but I think I can talk a little and to be understanding, more or less. That's it.
Okay, so welcome aboard. What about you, Carlos? Present yourself.
Okay, I'm Carlos. I'm from Argentina. I'm 30 years old, and it's it's my second week in Talking. I'm happy to be here for practice my speak. Uh, uh,
Carlos is frozen, I think.
Yes.
I think so.
Oh, this is bad. Okay, guys, so I am sending the questions on the chat. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will read the first question. Mm. Do you enjoy reading? How many books on average have you read in the last year? Oh, Mark. Oh, sorry. Oh, Carlos. You was frozen and still is. Okay, guys, go ahead. So I think you're back now. Carlos, are you here?
I'm here again.
Yeah. Oh, you was frozen, I think.
Um, uh, I'm spoke. I'm Argentina. I live in Formosa City. I'm 30 years old. Um, it's second week uh, to me in talking, and I'm happy to be here. And excuse me, my connection today it's bad. In internet. Queen.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Welcome to Talk and Talk, and I hope you enjoy the conversation. I put the questions on the chat. Can you see the questions on the chat I sent to you?
Can you send the question?
Yeah. Okay. So guys, do you enjoy reading? How many books on average have you read in the last year? Marcos, are you a reader guy?
Yes, I do. But nowadays, I don't have so time to read. When I can read something tonight, when I go to the bed, I can pass the second page. I sleep and very tired and very difficult to me. I work a lot and I play with my kids, and when I go to my room and sit in the bed to read something or just relax, I sleep very fast, and I can. But I have one book that I read. Uh, I already one time once, but I read again. This goal is a meta. It's to go to my work.
Okay. But how many books do you want to read? If you have a objective or a goal?
No, I think I think this one in the year. I not they read so much.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Emanuele? How many books have ever read in the last year?
So it's sad to say that, but in the last year I didn't read uh zero zero books. I usually eu costumava ter goals too. And I remember to put 10 books to read. So I don't know how to explain that, but I didn't read any books. Any books.
Oh,
But yes, I feel like I'm a little prejudicada, né? Algumas habilidades, cognições prejudicadas por conta disso. So I went to back with because I use it to read romance
yeah.
romance novels. So I need to read books, for example, for the work, and I feel like I am frozen. You know, I'm frozen. I can't read, but I will try. Ah, or pelo menos voltar com os romances que eu lia, né? Se não para o trabalho. Mas é isso.
Oh, nice. What about you, Carlos? Carlos is frozen again? No. Carlos, our hope is in you. How many books did you read last year?
And
I think this froze again.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Mi amigo Carlos.
Don't think so. He's listening us. Okay, so go ahead. I think that I read 35 more or less book last year. That's it. Carlos is not here. So that's it. I read a lot, and I really like to read. Because of this, I choose this topic. I'm a reading person. I really like to read. Who are the most important Brazilian authors? Emanuele.
Brazilian,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you
I-
like some Brazilian writer?
No, I usually don't, não acompanho muito.
Yeah, I got it. What about you, Marcos?
I don't know if the more important, but I read the 2 books to hey man, I think this name is now.
I don't books.
Yeah,
I don't.
the name is in my mind now, but I forget when I will say
Paulo
Paulo
Coelho?
Coelho. Yeah,
Ah!
yeah. I read the two books there. Yeah, and it was very good. I like so much.
Oh my God. Carlos, do you know some Brazilian writer or author?
I don't know, sincerely. And I remember one author. Um, I read her book, but I don't remember the René Padilla. René Padilla. The name. It's he he write about ecologies and problem globals. Uh, Very interesting. In the past in your university, I'm reading.
Oh, nice. Did you like the book? The book?
It's very interesting, but if I if I have to read that, I'm not. I like the other uh, the other issues, the other asuntos. Um, I read that because university. Uh, so that's it.
Oh, thank you. Okay, guys, so let's go. For me, I think the most important Brazilian author is Machado de Assis, but I only read Dom Casmurro, yeah, of his books, and I really like it. And Capital, I don't know how can I say, but Capital não trai o bentinho. Okay, so Emanuele, what are some classic Brazilian book? Maybe that you needed to read on the school, any book that you think that is a classic Brazilian.
Brazilian that I read. I'm sorry, it's read or read?
Some classic, Brazilian classic, that you maybe or not read in the past, or any book of Brazilian writers that you think is a classic, you know? You don't need to read, only that you think this is a classic book, you know?
Yes. So the Brazilian writers I just read in the high school, you know,
Yeah.
in the Portuguese classes. So I don't know if I read some Brazilian writers, but I read some books, some classic books. But it's not a Brazilian writer, I think. Like, ai, como que é? O Menino do Pijama Listrado não é um brasileiro, né?
No.
Mas,
Classic.
mas é um clássico e assim a gente tinha que ler no ensino médio para fazer trabalho, era isso.
Yeah.
De resto, não teve nenhum clássico, assim, só romance, essas coisas.
Oh, okay. And you, Marcos? What's a Brazilian classic?
Yeah,
to you?
yeah. I at now I remember that when I was in the sixth series, I have to read a book called The Triste Fim de Policarpo Quaresma.
Oh my God.
I never forget this book. It's,
Why?
I don't know, but I whether I read that I like so much, but it's different for me. Eh, Mainly, I in the sixth series is I'm not really very well, or it's common to me in the read in the series in the age. But yeah, I like so much. It's, nowadays, I still remember about this book. It's
Oh,
part.
this is good, you know, because for example, when we are in the school and our teachers send us read a book, I didn't read, you know. I only search on the review on the internet and write in the notebook. Uh, but I didn't like to read these books, you
Mhm.
know, and I think it's hard to see some people really read this book, and like it, like you know, because ever kids hated.
Yeah, it's first my first time. My first book that I read in the school. I studied in the public school, and after this, every year we had the read wrong. But and I like so much this, and in the next year when the pass are not the book, only me read and after I passed the resume for everyone. And the next year too, only me read the book was but no one I don't know the word is mark, né, de marcar was the Policarpo Quaresma.
Yeah, I got it. What about you, Carlos? I will change the question. What is the most famous Argentina book?
Um, I I I was think in the classic book Brazilian.
Okay.
Um, I remember Alquimista,
Oh,
uh,
yeah,
the author Paulo Coelho.
yeah.
It's one. Other option. Uh, Here, in the past, uh, uh, has a city, Isaura Escrava. Isaura Escrava.
Yeah, I know. Escravizaura, yeah.
Uh, I know that city. It's a book. Uh, uh, action. Um, in Argentina, the most classic. Um, I'm not remember now, but um, book classics. Maybe. But I'm not remember.
No
No,
problem.
excuse me.
Do you like to read?
I like because my job I read very documentation of technologies. I'm 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 work in software development. Uh, I I like some book. For example, I like the book. The name is uh, ¿Cómo ganar amigos to influenciar ellos? That book it's very interesting uh, because you can earn uh, uh, how to be more ag- uh, agradable uh, um, for other person. It's very interesting. Yes, I'm like read. Hmm.
So nice. I know this book, Como Fazer Amigos e Influenciar Pessoas, but I didn't read yet. Okay, guys. So, what are the main reasons why the people read less nowadays? What do you think, Emanuele?
So that's my point. I think today there's very diversity of uh, entretenimento, like movies and series, and for example, movies that que contam histórias de livros,
Yeah.
basically. So I am a real fan of movies and series, and I prefer to watch these movies of books than read them. I think I didn't. Nunca tive o costume de ler muito, né? Então, this this entertainment it's my that I prefer. I think that's it.
Yeah, I agree with you. What about you, Marcos?
In my point, I think this nowadays we have a lot of things to distraction and the internet and the cell phone and at least in computer you go to computer you can do everything. But we have e-books we can read in the books, but it's very difficult you see on one person. That there are people like so much like you, but if you don't how can I say incentivar the other people the the public to read more, I think that it's not possible because the people don't want more. They take the book, the original book. When I go read, I like the book, the physical book, and read the page, it mark there. I think this school don't incentive the kids to read. I have kids and never see they came to me for father we have the buy the book because the school asked me to read something. I don't see more this like in my time uh, like I was, and it's very difficult. But nowadays the people just want to the app or to make something in the a little bit how can I say razoamente, and it's very difficult because it's difficult the teacher uh, take the how can I say uh, the pass the one book too, because my children is studying public school too, and there are some kids don't have a condition to buy one book, or the the public school don't have condition to they give one book for every kid in the school. So it's very difficult to incentivize the kids to read.
Yeah, but all the public schools have library, don't? I don't think so.
I don't understand your question.
All the public schools have library?
In the school my children, yes, there are one library, but the inclusive we can they can the rent some I don't know the rent. The rent is alugar, né? They take some book and came to home, and after they read it, uh, take away for the school again.
Yeah.
But not so interesting to kids. It's very difficult. I try. I try
Yeah.
make something, but it's my time is different to do it nowadays. It's very hard. I I have one daughter with 14 years. For her is complicated to take a book. She
Yeah,
don't like.
I think so because, for example, as you said, nowadays we have a lot of distractions, and the kids only do the things that they see the parents doing. You know, for example, if you don't read, your children don't want read to because they don't have the example. In the most part of the times
Yeah.
is like this, I think.
Yeah. I have some books here in my house. My daughter takes some one, but don't pass the 5 page. Yeah. She started the Acabana, but she don't understand the beginning, and but I don't want more, and take away the book.
Worst book for beginning.
Yeah,
I hated this book. Uh,
she too.
Okay, guys. Let me see. How can reading contribute to the development of critical and reflective citizens? What do you think, Marcus? Number 5.
Yeah, I believe that if you read some, you can expand your mind and you learn something outside you live, around you, and it contributes for the developing in the every different ways. And if you depends what to read. If you read the something like a cabana, I didn't the read, but I know this is about something spiritual, right? And I don't know is it because I don't read because uh, because if you don't have the something, you don't study, you don't know about what is the subject. I think you don't have the right to say. Yeah. I just can and debate about something if you have some news uh, uh, to say about this because for example, I don't talk about politics because I don't understand so much politics, so I don't say about this. I don't critical. I don't develop nothing, and other people they talk about. For this, I hate this, the people politics that talk a lot. It's very complicated because nowadays it's not political. It's like my mother says, is político de estimação. I
Yeah.
don't have political de estimação. I like it. I like to the politics. They make it the right thing for the state, the country. It is right. To me, is the right. Depends the person.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think if you don't read, you don't have argument to discuss
Yeah,
with someone,
sure.
because you really don't know about what you are talking. That's it. What do you think, Emmanuel?
Yes, it's a difficult to me, for example, because I don't read much, but I think it's very important read to the right to. So the ability to read and write, it's the same, it's together. Read and write, it's together. And the developer of arguments and a thinking critic, it's the read helps a lot, but it depends of the question, the issue, né, that the people know. But it's very important reading to know right and to learn to aprender a não ficar entediada, digamos assim. When we have o costume to read, we know how not to be entediada when we will read or write. about something.
Yeah, I think this is a present thing. You know, for example, if you don't have the habit of reading or other, how can I say, hobby, you don't, I don't know how can I say, you have more difficult for don't be like entediado, you know, because if you don't do other thing besides using cell phone, you will have more difficult, you know. Until for me, that I really like to read, sometimes I be more impatient when I'm reading because I want to use the cell phone. So I think sometimes we need to have other hobbies, maybe for to force our mind to work or to think in other things, you know. How can we go ahead?
I'm sorry. It's interesting because I have one son that they have a TD8, and if he when he go to the something, we can stop to the one thing for a long time. To start the thing one thing and then and 2 minutes to change or to go away, or it's very difficult. I try to make it I don't know that GB. I give some GBs for him, but is very good in math. In something is very good and can concentrate very well, but to read is very difficult, even in GB. It is very complicated.
Yeah, I got it because I have TDA too.
Yeah,
It's really too hard because, for example, in while I think is in while some normal people think 100,000 sorry 100 things per day. We think 1,000 things in a day, you know. Our mind is like I don't know how can I say, but we don't stop to think about different things all the time. So it's really hard to keep the concentration in one thing, you know. When I discovered this changed my life because I could understand that my difficult to study, for example, it's not because I only don't want to study. It's because have a thing that is me atrapalhando, you know.
he talk a lot. The teacher say almost every week, your son talk and turn right, talk another colleagues is don't pay attention to what I said. It's very difficult. You listen every week. This, but
Yeah,
I have tried his treatment. No, nowadays is I think it will be better.
yeah. I think the habits of reading is a good habit to try to keep your mind in one thing, you know, only one thing.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys, my dogs are kidding here. So if you listen some
No problem.
noise. Okay, go ahead. What are the key factors that influence reading habits? For me, one of the main things that influence our reading habit is if you have this example in your house, because I didn't have. My parents don't read, anyone in my family read, so it was more hard for me because I didn't have someone to influence me. But I thought I don't know. I thought so beautiful when I was seeing someone reading, you know. For example, if I was, I don't know, in the bus and it was some people reading, I think it's so beautiful. So I decided to start it because of this. But I don't know. I think the family can be the main example. And other things like if you live in a city that it's big or violent, and the kids don't can go to the street to kidding. Um, I think you can influence, or for example, if you don't have TV in your house, it's my case, I don't have TV because I really don't like. So I prefer pass my free time reading, you know, it's like a decision. What do you think, Emanuele?
Yeah, me, for example, I never had the incentive of my family to read. At the school, on the high school, for example, I had for my teacher, Portuguese teacher, but the more incentive that I had came of my friends. So my friends gave me these books to can I read. I I think these romances books that I read, it's for incentive of them. So it's not desde criança, eu falo em português, desde criança eu nunca tive esse incentivo da família e eu comecei a ler mais no ensino médio, que aí minhas amigas me emprestavam os livros que elas liam, que na maioria era romance, assim, bem adolescente mesmo, e eu adorava, assim, mas eu não tinha o costume de comprar ou de ir na biblioteca, por exemplo. Até cheguei a ter quando eu estava no ensino médio, mas não mantive. Mas eu acho que meu maior incentivo veio mesmo das minhas amizades. E
Yeah,
aí,
I
e
got
aí me
it.
afastei de todo mundo, parei, foi isso. Ensino médio
What's your
acabou.
favorite book?
My favorite book is Orgulho e Preconceito.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
O do filme também, do filme. Na verdade, eu assisti primeiro o filme, depois eu peguei emprestado o livro.
Yeah. Did you prefer the book or the movie?
É que eu sou muito fã de filme, né? Então eu sempre prefiro o filme. O livro é muito difícil de ler.
I got it.
É.
What about you, Marcus? What are the key factors that influence you with diabetes?
Yeah, I totally agree with you because I think it too the influence inside home, inside house is very important. but I don't read so much. But I try to talk with they. Then it's nice to read. It's good for you. You know new vocabulary. You can see how to describe some different words, and I talk with I raised it with my grandmother, and I didn't have an influence, but like I said, already I did already one in the sixth series and only, and but I try to pass this for my boy and my girl. That's important for maybe the spurt this in the my kid to write something.
Do you have any favorite book?
I don't know its favorite, but another book that I read is where really impactant was O Caçador de Pipas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
the people was a book very strong. Yeah, with her relates very strong, but I like the read. Was one book that I read and I want more, I want more, I want more. At the finish the book. Yeah, how can I say? Ele prende you,
Yeah.
and when you read, was very interesting, and I don't forget to.
Nice. Do you think that we have any contemporary author prominent?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm outside the mind about the contemporary because I don't know if I wanna you talk about this in this subject here. I like make I wish I read something. But if you have some tips for educating some books,
Yeah, I have. What about you, Manueli?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
Number 11, if have some prominent author,
No,
contemporary.
no. I am very afastada, digamos assim, né?
Yeah.
It's sad to me, but it's the truth.
Yeah, it's normal. I think we have a lot of contemporary authors prominent, like Rafael Montes is a Brazilian author. He write thriller books and I think it is thriller books and Carla Madeira too. I really like her books. It's only novel, but really hard books. That's it. So that's it, guys, for today. I think we finished. Thank you for the conversation. I hope you enjoyed. I am sending on the chat the link of the survey. If you have some feedback, go ahead. It's anonymous, so you can speak good or not. That's it. I hope you come back. Yeah, I hope you back next Saturday again. So thank you for coming. Bye bye.
thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. It's so good. Thank you.